I've been in this market committed for 30 years, almost. It'll be 30 years in a couple of years. And all I see is an economy that is right on track, well stewarded by a very smart group of leaders, backed by a massive mobilization capability. They're vertically integrated, and they have the enormous capability and knowledge of what they're doing in a coordinated way. And this phase is way less risky to me than the last phase. Last phase, it was really unclear. When I arrived in China, they were still talking about whether the reforms would continue or not, and that was in 1988.
Yeah. How do you reconcile this with all this concern about people going in way over their heads, debts that are really, filed in the wrong cabinet that are going to come and haunt the country at some point? They're not going to be able to pay it all back. The whole credit crisis conversation that just won't go away in China. How do you reconcile that?
I mean, I got to be honest with you, I'm more of a macro strategist. When I look at China, what I look at is macro supply demand, urbanization rates, urban versus rural, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4 markets. What people don't understand, they hear things like infrastructure. What they don't understand when they hear about an entirely brand new infrastructure just built is they've now given half the country access to a service consumer tech economy. And you can build a service consumer tech economy on the back of this beautiful new infrastructure that now gives everyone access to markets, which didn't exist before. China really is easier to understand when you parse it out into tiers and into urban versus rural and into traditional versus new economy. Everything I see, this is the reason that I got involved with the fund.